What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about the Walking Dead theory of Season 7, Episode 6, and what does PPP mean. Now, we already made a video about this. If you saw that video, this is a different theory. Spoiler warning if you don't know that theory, or the Season 7, Episode 6, or the comic book stuff, or anything like that, spoilers are coming. So when we saw the episode Season 7, Episode 6, we made this video. This is the cover art for it. This is not the same theory. In that video, we talked about two different theories. This is the latest theory that's been going around. Maybe you've seen it on there. So let's talk about the dynamics note velocity theory. And if you look at this right here, we'll put the link in the description if you want to check out the Wikipedia page. It's in the description. There's the link. And it's pretty interesting. So if you look at the very top of that chart, it says dynamics note velocity, dynamic velocity voice. If you see the PPP go across velocity 16, voice whispering, that is pretty interesting. So PPP equals whispering. For those who know the comic book stuff, that may be a big clue. It may be nothing, but it could be a big clue, little Easter egg on there. It's obviously a PPP, or they're going 666 or DDD. I'm going with they made it like that for a reason of PPP. So, and the dynamics velocity, note velocity, don't know why that would come up in the world of The Walking Dead, but Scott Gimmel's got some funny ways of doing things. So, does Heath mean that he saw the Whisperers, that he became a Whisperer, that he was killed by the Whisperers? We don't know. We'll talk about who the Whisperers are in a second, but Heath is most likely not going to be seen for a while then, if it has anything to do with that. So we saw him in the RV. He was having a hard time dealing with what they did, and Rick and everything there too. He reaches for Tara. You know, they're in it together. He says, I know. Tara gets pushed over the water. We don't see Heath anymore. The glasses are the last remaining thing we saw of his. That would be that he had a struggle there. So why are the glasses broken? We just don't know. Maybe he had a struggle, maybe he fell off the thing, maybe walkers, maybe whisperers, maybe saviors, maybe whatever. The RV left in a hurry, or it just turned into wet dirt or whatever, but we saw the card in the dirt. Why is the card there? Did he have time to write it? Why didn't he write whisperers? Why didn't he write things? Why didn't he write walkers? Why didn't he write something on there? Tara says, maybe that was you, hope that was you. Still don't get what that means, because she was pushed over the edge, probably got knocked out by the water and whatever, and then we don't know what happened. So I don't know how long the time lasted on there too. Was it a day? Was it 2 days? Was it whatever? Was it a week? Who knows what the time lapse was. Now, one of the other things that came up in the other video was that it's a card key for, I guess, an electronic lock, like at a hotel or something. That would be the saviors is what people are thinking, but the saviors always have keys, a lock and a key, like an actual key, not a card reader, not an electronic lock, because there's not really power going around to power the electronic locks. So I wouldn't think that. I think they would actually have the old-fashioned locking keys. So let's go with the PPP equals whispering. So that is definitely a Easter egg, a link, a foreshadowing, a clue to the whispers, right? Whispering, whispers, whisperers. There you go. Heath, I don't know what happened to him. Is he taken by them? Is he gone away? If anything has to do with the Whisperers, we will not see Heath for a long time. Probably not to the end of Season 8. Or maybe if he's a Whisperer, maybe we will never see him again. But that wouldn't be pretty fair. You'd have to see him again, right? We whisper, and the dead don't mind. You'll see. So if you don't know who the Whisperers are, we're going to talk about them a little bit briefly right now. We have a whole other video about them, or several videos about them on the channel. But a lot of people saw the San Diego Comic-Con trailer over the summer and thought these were the Whisperers. And it's way too early for them in the storyline. They're the Sandwalkers, but they look like the Whisperers, that's for sure. That's how I think they would look on the show if and when they come. But they're the Sandwalkers because they came out of the sand, they were covered in sand, they were covered in whatever that mineral is right there. But look at the comic book Whisperers on the left, and then the Bridgewalker Sandwalkers on the right. And it looks pretty good, right? So the Whisperers basically wear walker flesh over top of their skin to blend in with the walkers to go into the herd. They were not, on the comic book, we don't see them until issue 130. Why does that matter? Issue 130 is not for a while. We just saw issue 105 being done on the show, which is Season 7, Episode 7. So that's 25 issues away, which would be at the very end of Season 8 if they follow that on there. So if we don't see Heath again, or if he's linked to the Whisperers, we might not see him until Season 8 on there. That would be a wow, which makes sense because he's doing other stuff. But the Whisperers come around there, and they are a bad group, that's for sure. So after we had this whole thing with Negan and going thing with the storyline, March to War, All Out War, then there's some time lapse, and then the Whisperers are most likely coming to the show. You will fear us. Maybe you will. Maybe we will. The Whisperers are bad news, that's for sure. What do you think Negan's bad? The Whisperers do some crazy stuff too, to the group, for the group, and of the group. So we'll see how it goes. Alpha versus Rick. Can't wait for that to happen. So what do you think of the PPP theory? Does it foreshadow, link up, talk about, predict the Whisperers are coming? I don't know. It makes sense. I mean, I don't know what else the PPP would be. I don't know why it'd be written on the thing. I don't know why it's there, but I think that's pretty cool either way. I think it's a nice homage to the Whisperers and think it'll happen. So there you go, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to the channel to get more videos. You guys are awesome. And post your comments about the theory.